Hello biscuits, it's Cupcake Kami-sama back here and welcome to another video. This one will be a celebration of completing the Around Your Wardrobe in 30 Coordinates challenge. I also have a summary / wrap-up blog post on my blog right now as you're watching this, so make sure to check that out. The blog is Cupcakes and Unicorns. For YouTube, I decided to do a react video. Never done one. We'll see how that goes. I'll be reacting to the entire playlist of lookbooks, all 30 of them. Though, given that they amount to about an hour of content, it's probably not going to be all of them. We'll see how many reactions they can get, and editing magic will make sure that only the actually interesting bits are kept. And maybe I'll keep the full reaction video for my Patreon, so here's an incentive for you to join my Patreon. Couple of housekeeping bits. Number one, the light might go off at some point, and then we'll be dealing with whatever light I have left, because I did not charge it sufficiently. And I'm not sure if it'll last an entire hour. Probably won't. Number two, if you're hearing a weird humming, dripping, watery noise, that's the cat fountain that I cannot turn off or move elsewhere. Number three, if a void appears at any point in the video on screen, that is my cat, hence the cat fountain. Right now he's being slightly sulky / tired and just lying down and contemplating existence. But we never know, mad hour might strike at any point. So without further ado, because we do have an hour worth of videos to get through, I'll get my laptop on my lap, because I've nowhere else to put it, and let's get to reacting, shall we? Cat cameo. Hello. I think we've been blessed. Now watch him. Yep, that's exactly what was going to happen. Spy, do you mind? Please? 30 videos to go. The entire playlist right here. Started in May 2019, I believe. Let's go through it. Trademark lock as on the image that I use for everything, drawn by Mimisaurus. Yep. Upskirt shot. Well done, Paulina. You've tried your best. I do still like that music. I like it a lot. Pin-up faces, yep, gotta do the pin-up faces. And a hair toss, or flick, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that first one, I had a clear enough vision. And also because it was the first one, I wasn't yet bored with doing the same type of shots. And then something casual, which I based it on something I'd wear to work. Again, I'm fairly sure I've worn that very look to work with fewer accessories because I couldn't be bothered at the time. Yep, there he is, another risque shot of Paulina not wearing bloomers. Oh yeah, the whole, I have a meeting to go to, bye. Trying to add story there where there was none, really. And now we're going to something OTT. I love a good OTT look. And that one, I've not had a chance to wear like out. I'd really love to. Although I kind of forgotten how I did that makeup, like what was the exact colour combination. I mean, I sort of see why people don't recognize me when I wear that wig. Because I know that it's me, but I'm kind of not really recognizing myself. Please don't walk on the laptop. Good old TK Maxx mask. Oh, so because I'm recording this again, I have to watch this one again. Will I like it more second time round? Not particularly. Again, like that Alice and the Pirates JSK is stunning, it's gorgeous, I love it. The skirt was just the right shape for me. The bodice was not. Gosh, like I know I've worn that headbow and embraced its helicopter overbearingness, but this was not the hairstyle to do it with. My laziness came through. As for the book, that is my copy of The Two Towers by Tolkien. Ah yes, the overexposure, so I am white as a sheet because everything around me is so dark and there's hardly any light. Do I have regrets now? Like I keep looking at that JSK and being like, I remember why I sold it, but that skirt, like that skirt part is stunning. It just needs a different bodice, or it needs to be a high-waisted skirt. And now for a change of background, because your girl finally moved out of her parents. Woo! That was a cute look. I think some of it is the wig and makeup, but it is a cute look. I'd totally wear that again. I might have. No, I've just done another variation of green and lavender, but... Nope, drop that book, burn it, get rid of it. Flex in the pockets, gotta flex the pockets. Yeah, that was good. That was a good lookbook and a good look, good cord, and I feel like I finally started to get somewhere with editing. So yeah, old school, because I ran out of Lolita eras to try and channel, and I went down what felt the most obvious. This one is very much like watching someone else, not only because of the blonde wig, but because of the look, the cord that I no longer really have. Because I've sold that dress, I've sold those shoes, I do have everything else, but old school's just not what I wear. It's just a very different style of Lolita to what I wear, as you can probably gather. Ooh, as sweet as you can go. Obviously going for OTT sweet. My hoop is slightly showing, but that poof was, what's the word? Indomitable. Like, she was ready to hover. And then me stretching it out even further. Look at the print! This is also sort of a variation of a look that I first worn for Dream Masquerade Carnival, and then Joelle's put me in when she got to dress me up, which I'll link up there if you haven't seen it. Intercepting actual shots with daft faces, because life's not all serious. Do a daft face sometimes, you'll be fine. This one is as classic as you can go, so it's obviously styled in a much more neutral, toned down way. I was shooting this, as you can gather, right around Christmas. My inspiration jewellery, by the way, if you're ever hesitating, don't, just get it. It's incredible. And as you can see, it can make even the simplest cord shine. Ooh, gosh, Paulina, stop showing off all your legs. Yeah, this is a lot more me. I kind of want to wear that now. That was a good look. Ah yes, now comes the as gothic as you can go. Which, considering how I don't add much gothic stuff, this is probably still as gothic as I can go. Potentially with a different dress. And fun fact, for such an elegant, clearly gothic appropriate dress, it has the sweetest name possible, because that's Sugar Plum Fairy Princess. Gosh, them sleeves. We do love a dramatic sleeve in this house. And the crime of fishnets. How dare she? Because goth. And if that crime offends you, then I suggest you don't look at the next video. Okay, so the thing is, like, with all these shots, like, they look nice and aesthetic once you've put them together and they're in a video with the right music, blah blah blah. When you do them, or more like when I do them, there is that voice at the back of my head going, can you be more pretentious? There's a self-consciousness of, you look ridiculous right now. Trying to do all these slow-mo, kiss the cross, whatever it is you're doing right now shots. You have to really feel the fantasy to overcome that. And rest assured that there literally isn't anyone else in the house to judge you. So, pick a substyle. Ero. We love an Ero look. And that was a good one. I mean, granted, that overdress from a Shinku Rose is enough to make any look. Yep, gonna go for shoulders. Love me a scandalous off-shoulder look. Oh god, those shoes are not made for walking. And you can see that. Escandalo! Look at her, that heathen. I did have legwear. It was seamed stockings, but still legwear. But as I said, if fishnets offend you, you might want to turn away. I'd definitely wear that again. Just give me a reason to, honestly. I'd probably update it. I'd probably wear this blouse underneath. I might wear this corset over it. But yeah, totally would wear that again. Oh yeah, doing all that era stuff and then a glimpse of a Pusheen calendar in the background. Priceless. I struggled with coming up with a character. And here we have another cameos by the boy. Not quite full on real cameos. I had to use old footage because he wasn't here at the time. But Kiki is not Kiki without Gigi. So we had to have the boy give us some cameos. I think I was going very much for Kiki. Like if I was to do it as this outfit but more me, I'd put a bit more makeup on and maybe do something different with my hair. But obviously Kiki's a child, so she's not wearing makeup. Well, that required way more core strength than I actually possess. Inspired by another Lolita, I went with Mirelli. But as she used to wear Lolita, because she wears it very differently right now. Also highly inspiring. Oh, highly inspiring. And also her hair is so big because it literally is full of secrets. I don't have as many secrets, hence less voluminous hair. There, that's what my life looks like. It's like I'm there being regal and then can't hold it for too long, can't be serious for too long, I'm gonna send a cheeky wink or something. The poison elegance can only last so long. Ooh, I love this one. Inspired by historical era. And me going for mod deleter. That is a thing, and I'm sticking to it. Very funky music. I was actually listening to Furi Mukanaide by The Peanuts, which if you like 60s pop, you'll love it. I recommend it. Totally a look that you'll see me do again, or some version of mod deleter, because you gotta. This was also the first proper pandemic lookbook. The previous ones were shot just before lockdown was imposed on the UK, but everything from this one onwards is done fully during Panini times. That one curl on one side came out so well, and then the other one just would not have it. See, like, look at that curl. She's so good. She was working it. She was giving us everything we needed for this look. Yeah, this was a good lookbook. I do still enjoy it. Both the look and the lookbook. This was good. Inspired by a fashion trend. You'd have to check the blog to get what fashion trends I was actually going for. But I shoved whatever I could to fit with Morike, basically. See, with the knit poncho thing open, I don't mind it. And even though I know that the whole shapeless blob thing was on purpose, I just don't like that look on myself, so I like my hair there. I like the whole blue and brown and very natural tones, all that. Wouldn't have tied this under my chin, no, but again, it went with the look. Sometimes there's a look that might not suit you, but it's still a look. And that JSK, loving all the functional buttons. Praise Meta. See, like when the poncho's open, it's not too bad. I do quite like it there. Having said this, this was both very warm and very cozy. I spent the entire day dressed in this, and we had a meet-up in the evening, virtual one, to attempt watching Kamikaze Girls. We couldn't quite stream it, but we still had a hangout, so I spent an entire day in this. Ooh, follow the rules. I think I literally tried to follow all the rules, even the ones that aren't real. Oh gosh, the number of times I've taken those shots of grabbing a bit of food and then trying to eat it. Eating on camera. Yeah, another thing that's kind of getting me self-conscious. Damn, that print. That print, I'm so happy that I have it because it's so good. Oh gosh, the gossip. The gossip was good. Someone was spilling the tea. This one though, the Sweet Circus lookbook. To break the rules. I had so much fun with that. Both recording and editing. Dum dum dum. And the mismatched shoes and socks, yeah. It's not necessarily quite me, but it was hella fun to wear, hella fun to edit. I should have ironed that dress though, and I know that, and I knew it when I was doing it, but I was being lazy and I didn't. So crease dress it is. Thank you for sticking with me for this professional content that I'm offering here. Yeah, look at those free arms, freedom, no blouse, join the cult. Oh gosh, oh god, the Decora look. I mean, it was good, it was fun, but there's a reason why I wouldn't wear it again. It was so tiring to put it on, and then so tiring to take it all off. That's literally all I did that day. There he is, the light has gone off as predicted. And also that was a few too many bracelets on my hands there, so I had proper indents on my hands after that, once I finally mustered the energy to take it off. But I do hope that if someone from Kera or 6% Doki Doki or someone who does Decora ever sees this, that they don't hate it. Decora isn't something that I do. It's literally the one and only time I've ever worn it. So I tried. This one though, oh, it's not quite my trademark, but it's one of the few cores I'm more than happy to keep re-wearing, because it's been perfected until it's reached its final form. And even though, again, like, I see why people don't recognize me when I'm wearing blonde wigs, this one kind of needs a blonde wig. Like, I've worn a version of it with my own dark hair, but the blonde just pushes it into that extra Slav territory. And another fun fact, I was going to shoot that at a local historical landmark garden, but I chickened out. I felt too self-conscious to grab my tripod camera on my own, go to a public space and film a lookbook. So I haven't. Oh yeah, this is also a lesson in make sure to always watch until the end of the video, because I've included a little extra here, which I don't think anyone's actually seen, or at least no one's ever commented on. Gotta do the Slav squat. Let's bring Halloween season further in. For October 2020, for October 2021, a selfie from this look is my spooky season profile picture on my Facebook. And that was so fun. Again, to shoot, to wear, even though gothic isn't my thing and I don't wear it as much, this one I resonated with in the best possible way. And like, if you were to try and apply the Lolita rules to it, it's like, oh, this is too costumey, it's not balanced enough, blah blah blah. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because the concept is coming through and the vision there is clear. Like, you look at it and go, it's a witch, it's some sort of, you know, battle witch, someone who's not afraid to, you know, use that claw ring to scratch an eye out. Whatever. Like, if I had a sword, I'd fully do this lookbook with a sword. I sort of went for potions and spells as my weapon of choice. Honestly, I don't particularly want to be bringing circle lenses back or to be getting them again, because they are pricey considering how I wear them like once in a year. But for this look, I totally would get circle lenses again. It's worth it to redo it properly. Ah yes, the fancy editing whereby she disappears. And we're on 20 now, final third. And almost at lookbooks done this year. Oh, I forgot how festive that music was. This is the cutest? No, this is the sweetest and most OTT way I've ever worn this JSK in. But it's quite fun, I quite like it. Like, Innocent World's take on sweet isn't as sugary as a piece, but to put such a sugary spin on it was really fun. I enjoyed that. Because this is literally just me putting sugar in a bowl. There's no else in there. This is just for the video. Sorry to be ruining the magic. And if you're wondering what happened to All Thrills Baking, is it wasn't getting enough views, and considering how I wasn't necessarily always feeling like baking something for the sake of a video, I might still do some if I happen to be making something anyway. But I don't think I'll be going out of my way to be making those videos. If you want to change that, by all means, you know, subscribe, leave comments on those videos, join the Patreon. Let me know that this is something you'd like to see, actually like to see more of. Liking, subscribing, commenting. This is the point that I'm encouraging you to do all that, because that is a way to let me know completely for free that this is the sort of content you'd like to see more of. Ah yes, the whole I've put a camera inside my oven. That was fun. Yeah, and then we go to January this year, 2021. I really like the music I picked for that one, and I tried to do something to match it. Incidentally, also same dress I'm wearing right now. I wish that it wasn't January and it wasn't so bloody dark, because I put real effort into that makeup, but you can hardly see it. There's a lot of detail work that just got lost. They are good shoes. Not necessarily the most comfortable ones, but they are good. And another lot of said fancy editing. What was the... Oh, around some interesting legwear. Yeah, trying to do a lookbook around legwear proved to be surprisingly tricky. And I do really like this look still. Granted, to get the silhouette even more dramatic, I did go and cinch myself as much as I could with a corset, so do bear that in mind. I do not look like this. Bodies do not look like this naturally. But yeah, this was a good look. And then someone has gone off and drawn it. I can't remember that person's handle on Instagram, so I'll insert it somewhere here, but someone's gone and actually drawn it. It was so flattering, and also that person's so talented. I feel like they've made me look prettier than I actually am. Hang on, let's just go back for a little bit. Today I finally got my dream dress. Oh. Was that foreshadowing? Because I did end up getting a big dream dress of mine only later that year. And also I can't wait for Violet Vane to make more printed tights, especially with more neutral designs. Like, I appreciate that they make printed tights to match their printed releases, but their tights are just incomparable, and I need some that I can wear with as many things as possible. Most worn main piece. Oh, that was a hoot to shoot. And a hoot is probably not the best way to phrase it. Oh, I've forgotten the music that I've picked for that. Because I was going for that sort of, you know, galaxy princess thing. And what you see right here, this is me sitting in front of my television with a galaxy nebula thing playing from YouTube. This is the extent of my fancy editing. I don't have a green screen, but I can sit in front of a television. I mean, the whole lookbook was determined on the fact that this skirt is my most worn main piece, because I wear it a ton casually, and I felt like it needs at least one OTT outing, which is what this was. I'm very glad that I got to wear that skirt in that OTT look. That was fun. Oh, that one though. I remember, like, I spent a ton of time detangling that wig, but it was worth it. More Renaissance Lolita needs to happen. And that dress, oh, that dress is worth everything. This is another one that would have looked killer if I had the guts to go to my local cheetah manor and shoot it there, but not happening. Oh my gosh, all those textures. Yeah, that's another look that I'll be re-wearing. Again, probably with this blouse. The only reason I didn't wear it then was because it hadn't arrived yet. Ooh, latest edition. Don't get me wrong, I really do love this JSK, but damn baby, can you make things just that little bit longer, please? Like, I know that this is on me. I'm the one who's grown to prefer slightly longer things. But still, come on. This is definitely one that I would rewear. I mean, how could you not? It's not often you get this particular shade of green somewhere in our fashion. And it works so well with the dress, so one day I'm sure it'll happen again. And I keep saying that even though I'm not the type to be re-wearing looks that much, but this one I would. I like it. It does all that it's supposed to. Oh, the sweet retro, the one that I put together on another video and then shot this. That was fun. Oh, if you knew like the number of times I tried to get that bubblegum balloon thing happen. It should not have been that hard. Me trying to be sassy. I mean, I guess I was, but still. Sometimes I pull these weird faces, well, weird, like funny, daft faces, as I'm relaxing in between shots. Because, as I said, there's only so much you can hold poise. And then knowing that, you know, me going is you know, jarring and not what I'm supposed to be including necessarily. Helps ensure that, okay, I can cut the video here. It's my equivalent of, you know, all those people going cut with the clipper thing. All from a single brand. Oh yeah, that was a vote once, and Innocent World won by the tiniest margin. But I'm really pleased that it did, because that was the chord I was sort of the most excited about. Like, the AP one was alright, but kind of predictable. And the meta one was just that little bit on the underdone side. Whereas this, by virtue of being classic and by virtue of being Innocent World, it works well being very understated and under-accessorized. Especially since Innocent World does not skimp on textures, lace, things like this. So it manages to not look boring despite there being literally one piece of jewelry. But as nice as that lookbook was and that code was, this one was so much more fun. As many brands as possible, not a single one repeating, and also just the fact that I did all these funky TikTok reel edits. You silly mare, you forgot your wig. And you forgot your hair accessories. Silly me. And then to suit a particular hairstyle, the singular orgy lookbook. Because I really wanted there to be at least one orgy lookbook. and damn it if I was going to be stopped from doing that. I do feel like in this I look like that Admiral Norton, whatever his name was, the guy from Pirates in the Caribbean. Which, I mean, he wasn't the best character, but this isn't a bad look. He had... Navy uniforms are stylish, or were stylish in his times. There is something that happens to a person, like when you dress and present very, very feminine all the time, that once you put on a masculine look, it just hits differently, and it gets you in a very particular mood to do all the sort of milady, as cringy as that sounds, but let's look at that lad. He's clearly a fuckboy. And the final one, the 30th lookbook to suit a certain makeup look. And seeing as it hit October, we went with a goth look. And thank goodness that camera does its own magic, because as I was doing that makeup, I thought, oh gosh, that looks just a little bit too crusty. And damn, this is another JSK that I just love. Yeah, it's a good look. And I did spend pretty much an entire day in it, sans the wig. See, we finally learnt to wear bloomers. It only took 30 lookbooks, but we got there. And that is it. So yeah, 2.5 years, over an hour worth of lookbook content, 30 coordinates. That's where we're at. I do feel like this is still a very fair reflection of my style and what I wear. I definitely think that overall as a challenge, it reflects the various aspects of what I like, what I wear, you know, from including daft references in book forms or just music choices, things like this. This is, at least right now, still a really accurate reflection of me as a person and of my style. I think it's also really good considering that out of 30 looks, there are only 3 that I would not wear again. And I'm still happy that I tried them. You know, 3 out of 30. Really not bad, really not bad. So what else can I say? Massive, massive thank you to Rolly, who put the challenge together, because if she hadn't, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. So I'm very grateful that she did. I'm very happy that she did it, that I got to take part in it, that I got to do it. There were definitely things that happened as a result of this challenge that either wouldn't have happened ever, like that Decora look, or which would have taken a lot longer for them to be realized, like for example that most worn main piece look. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I would love to encourage all of you to have a go at this challenge. You don't have to do it in lookbook forms. You can do it however you want. I mean, it's the challenge is what you make of it. I'm the one who decided to make life extra work for myself by doing flat lace, detailed posts and a lookbook. But if you'd rather just do a flat lay or just wear the cords or whatever it is, go for it. It's so fun trying to do all these, and the prompts are phrased in a very inclusive way. So it's not do a gothic coordinate when all you do is, you know, OTT suite. It's as gothic as you can go. So if it isn't very, it isn't very. You're still meeting the criteria for the challenge. If you've enjoyed this video, as I said, I would love it if you left a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel. My aim is to upload at least one video a month. And now that the Around Your Wardrobe in 30 Coordinates challenge is finished for me, it's not going to be that lookbook anymore. So it's going to be something, not to say more involved, but something different. Stick around for the journey, see what comes out of it. I'm excited to see what will come out of it. If you'd like to support me in the content that I put out there, you can do so either by dropping a one-off tip using Ko-fi or by joining my Patreon, where the $2 a month tier will grant you 1 week early access to every single video that I put out there, and the $1 a month tier will grant you early access to every single blog post that I do. And even though I mentioned it at the beginning, there is more wrap-up and reflections and things about the Around Your Wardrobe in 30 Coordinates challenge, as well as all kinds of other Lolita content over on my blog, which is Cupcakes and Unicorns. Thank you everyone for sticking around, and take care. Bye! Just look at him being extra adorable.